Hello, I'm Lee Colan. It's great to have you here today. I'm so excited. Not too long ago, I had the privilege of spending some time with Ken Blanchard, and after a few minutes of him meeting my lovely wife, Julie, he said, "You know what, Lee? We both married way up." So I'm honored to have Margie Blanchard here today, the other part to the dynamic duo, spending some time with us. So Margie, thanks so much for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
So we're just going to ask some questions as we do usually, and just keep it pretty informal and just to enjoy the discussion. I know I'm looking forward to it. Good. Margie, you were the president of the Ken Blanchard Companies from 1987 to 1997.
Right.
No surprise, it was a period of rapid growth for the organization. Can you share a little bit about what it was, about your leadership or the things that you did to kind of help drive that growth during that time period?
Well, you know, people ask me what we do, and I say we help people love their jobs.
Awesome.
That's a pretty big and pretty exciting purpose. And so I think when people are involved in something that's bigger than themselves, then they get pretty excited about it, and we were able to grow into that. Also, we made a decision to grow the company. And one of the things we hadn't really thought of, but that happened, unlike a lot of consultants, was that we experienced all the same problems that our clients experience. And so as we would try to solve those problems, we got smarter. And I think we were actually more practical and actually more able to help people because we'd actually worked on that problem ourselves.
In a living laboratory, if you will.
Exactly. So I didn't really realize that at the beginning, but I think that was a huge blessing to us as we would take some of the ideas in all these wonderful books and put them into practice and see which ones were harder and which ones were easier and which ones could we actually do. So that was good.
Awesome. Good for you. So what was it to, you built one of the premier management consulting firms in the world, and so obviously it didn't come without its share of challenges. Can you share what some of the biggest challenges were you had in doing that?
You know, our biggest challenge is that the work that's being done with our clients is out in their site. And yet all the support is back in San Diego. Unlike a hospital where you at least get to see the sick patients and you get to see them get better. Or if you were in a university, you get to see students and you get to see them learning. So we really needed the challenge was always to make sure that the people supporting the people down, out in the field knew how important the work was. So we had a lot of stories. Ken, for many years, has been our chief spiritual officer, which means he's our chief cheerleader. And he gets on the voicemail every single day.
He mentioned that.
And he talks about the work we're doing. He talks about the difference we're making. He talks about where he is, which is in very many places, but he helps people connect with the meaning of our work. And I think that's a challenge when you actually don't see it every single day. And so I would say that was our biggest challenge, is just to keep people engaged in the actual work.
Sure, great. A great lesson in leadership. One of the fundamental needs people have is the need to have a sense of meaning, to contribute to something bigger than themselves. It sounds like Ken did a great job of connecting with that, and you did also. That's awesome.
And we do. We have a client conference every year where we bring our clients in, and they tell the story. They talk about how their lives have changed as a result of some of the work that they've done with us, and they're so much more believable than we are, And so when they say that they love their jobs more, or that whatever it is that's happened to them, I think our own people get really excited about that. So
another great example there, though, just bringing your clients into you, making sure you're not getting caught up in the ivory tower, so to speak, and getting out to into your own, not just your customer base, but into your field and see what's going on. Some of our best clients make sure that their new employees, it's built into their new employee orientation process, that they get exposure into the operation so they just don't get into an office job. So really critical right up front to kind of start making people feel that connection to the core of the business. Cool. Thanks for sharing that.